Okay guys, we're back out here. I'm going to be doing bits and pieces because the batteries are pretty much dead on this camera, so I'm charging them a little bit at a time. Got the molding off, looked around. The only thing on the front is right here, and that's from the exterior, so that just has to be treated. The rest of the well is all clean. No signs of anything till you get to back here, which I knew was going to be worse. Sorry about the camera, just moving stuff. Which I knew was going to be worse than the other side. Okay, this is going to need a lip in the front. Okay, up to, at least up to here, I don't know where I am. A little bit on the inside, but I learned there's multiple layers back here. There's an outer skin, an inner skin, and then past that is the trunk drop off, which seems to be totally solid. The piece that we patched on the other one has nothing to do with this piece. It's weird, they overlap. So when you follow your hand around the back, you're not touching this inner one here. So my goal is, I just want to show you guys how bad the spot welding is. This spot weld, you can almost see it. I don't even know if that's under the car. Okay. What I'm going to do right now is, I was going to form a patch before I started, but I think that's a waste and a joke. I think that'll be 10 times the amount of work. So I'm going to pick a spot. Have blistering to here to here. So I'm going to go to like right here. And that's where my down's going to be, because underneath here looks good. So this is probably just wicked over. So I'm going to come over to here. We can lengthen it, but I want to stay away from the back unless I have to go there. And I'm going to come up here to maybe, I guess right here. And we're just right above this rust line, which we could lengthen. I don't want to go too crazy up here, because this is where the well starts to taper down again, rather than making all this. This is going to be a front piece and a side piece and welded down the seam around it over. That's going to be the only way I could do it. Like I said, I would have bought those panels, but for what the guy wants, I refuse. For what I know he paid for them, he only paid like $5 for them, and he's asking $250 plus shipping. So, and he won't give it to me less if he cuts it off. I think that's utterly ridiculous. When the first guy offered them up for $30, it was just a shame I missed them. Or else I would just do a complete patch. But I think if we do this right, it'll last just as long for Junior. Okay guys, that's our cut. Can't be much holding it. Hey, see, there's an extra piece of metal and it trapped all the shit. That's not the trunk drop off. This is the piece we fixed before, which we're going to do again. This is the trunk drop off that we were able to see before. Then there's an extra piece of metal here that became a tray. Huh. There you go. I guess once you fill the drain, you're done. Did we go up high enough? Don't think so. Whoa, we have a harness back here. Ooh, we touched it. And we touched it. Yeah, I found out about the harness, the hidden harnesses in the rocker panels on the 64. When I put the battery back on and the dome light stayed on. So, okay. It's just a thin little strip of metal and then a bunch of like seal. And that held everything in there. So the trunk drop off that I could see has no problem so far. At least nothing that we're worried about. I see a little staining down there is good. We have this outer part of the wheelhouse we have to contend with. We'll see if it's like the other one. A little worse. And going by this we have to go up a little further on. But this, upwise, we're long past the rust. The rust stuff must have laid there. We have to look back here is where I'm worried about on the bottom, blowing out this whole blister. And that looks pretty rusty and thin back there, so we'll do is we'll finish taking this off and we'll investigate and see what we're gonna make. So to me it looks like we've got to put a piece on the inner wheelhouse. We got to put an inner lip on the wheelhouse, part of it. I guess from like here down. We're gonna have to put an inner wheel well lip. And then after we do that, then I can make the patch, which is gonna wrap all the way around to the bottom. It's not gonna be welded to nothing, it's just gonna be hooked to the drop off. And we'll see how far we gotta go back. But now that I know there's a harness there, we'll push that harness up a little. Okay guys, let's draw out the spot welds on the bottom. We're not looking to mold the metal underneath. The more we could save, the better. Okay guys, I know the compressor's on, but look at this. That one I went too far. That ain't metal. That's foam. Sealant, seam sealant. So we're gonna cut that off right here. We're gonna wind up going further on this, but the trunk drop is good. A little pock in here, but that's about the extent of it. I just want to get back here because I don't trust this. Look at how crusty it is right here. And what was it, like this? No, I got it backwards. It's like this. It's still rusty there. I don't trust it. It's good for a quicker repair, but I don't think the difference could be a difference if I make a patch an inch longer. I'm just hoping I don't make it to the end. That'll just make it hard. I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna shove this up there and hold it. I'm sure this is all good. I'd like to go higher in the well. I have to examine it even though it looks thick. We'll take a peek. So, okay guys, I obviously didn't finish with this. Got a spot well right in the well. So we'll decide we're gonna do that next. And I'm gonna cut this out. Amazing. A little rust there. Give that a quick clean right here. Well, the trunk drop off's good. Like I said, you have a little bit of pocket, but that's about it. That's nothing. That's solid. So there's a little bow in it right here. Could be from the factory, but I'm going to tap that up before we make the patch. Obviously, we have a lot more to worry about first. I want to get this thing all deconstructed today. Find out what we have to do. So, not really looking to make this patch that much bigger. But we might work on this little piece separate, if you know what I mean. Bring a patch completely to here, then go up a little higher. Because the well is good, so just put a sliver up narrow, like right here. That's probably the better way to do it, and use this as a guide. So like I said, I don't see anything here, but I'm close to where I don't know the pieces. Yeah, right here. I'm close to. Oh, there's rusty stuff right there. How thick it is, I'm going to sand it and find out, but I'm not leaving it there. Okay guys, this is what I'm working with. I went back another inch. Actually removed all the foam in there, everything looks good in there. I took this off minus this front edge. This was the remaining piece that you saw, that big weld, the big spot weld. Okay. Obviously that's shot. Okay, we got to do some rebuilding. So what we got to do. Let me turn this radio. I want to take a tracing of this. Whoops, I don't know where I am. Up to like here to there. I'll put a mark wherever I take the tracing to, so I have a contour. I'm gonna have to make that strip. Okay, obviously not up to here. I just want to have a reference point away from where I might do additional work. So I need to know what this curve is, because it's spaced away from this. Okay, then I need to remove that piece. We're going to work from here down at this point. Then I need to remove that piece. Then I need to rebuild this little piece in here. Okay, I only ground it a little bit. Okay, it's going to be pretty much the same as the other one. Believe it or not, the underneath is the solid part, and it gets a little shitty from here to here. This one's a little worse, so we got to rebuild that, plus a little piece of the lip. Okay, after we rebuild that, I'm going to work on putting this strip back on. Then we're going to make ourselves a patch. This I brought down, I think I said it already, I brought it over an inch already. Took out all the foam. Looks good up in there. Underneath, I don't know if you guys can see. Underneath is all good. This could use a little treating. There's no holes in it. Just a little pockmarky right there. I guess that's right where everything laid. So I'm still going to look into the asphalt or any other kind of metal treatment. Because I want to start coating anywhere that's a little, has any signs of surface rust. And then, prime and paint it. So this one's going to require a little bit more work, but I think we can handle it.